Hey guys, Ron Bondo Build Construction here. I'm up on my own roof today. We're doing some standing seam metal. Me and my buddy Colin. He's got a standing seam metal machine, but he's actually selling it, so we got to get my roof done because we did half of it. That's what we're doing today. Okay guys, I'm going to try to show you how we do these roofs. We've been doing them this way for quite a while. So step one, when you're doing these, either I do metal roofs this way or standing seam roofs this way. So that's what the roof looks like. We did that section like last year, that whole garage and everything in this short section. So I put ice and water guard down on the whole roof, and then we put purlins. I use these rough cut 1x4s, and I put them on right over the studs, so my rafters are on 16-inch centers. So I'm going to put these 1x4s at 16-inch centers. I nail them right down through the plywood and into the stud, right through the 1x4, and then we make this hole punched metal here, and this metal is actually hanging over right here 3/4 of an inch, so that lets air up into this section here, and then that's going to ventilate to the top. I'll show you the top later. That's what we're doing. So we're putting the hole punch metal on there. We're going to put another purlin here like that, horizontal purlins on top of our vertical purlins. And that's what's going to make this airspace right here. And that actually is above the roof deck. So any condensation or moisture that gets in your roof assembly will actually vent right up through these and right up. It's going to be up here right to the peak, and we'll have a vent at the top. So that actually cools your building a lot, guys. So that's why we do that. You can take your buildings and drop your temperature by like 15 degrees, especially if you use a light colored metal like that. But even a darker metal will ventilate really well. That's my buddy Colin. He's putting the hole punch metal on. What do you say, Colin?
What's up?
Putting the metal down, huh?
Putting the metal down.
Putting the hole punch metal down.
We're gonna cut a whole lot of shit today.
Big Biscuit's down there.
Crocking and rocking.
What's Biscuit doing? He's making oh, we got chickens. Hunter's gonna have fun with the chickens. Hunter, you're just gonna sit there looking at them. You don't give a shit. So Jay's cutting, we got all these 1x4s from the Amish, and Jay's down there cutting them on our saw, handing them up to us, and we're putting them down. That's what we're doing. This is the first panel. Hemming it over. Purlins. I'll show you what's nice about these purlins, guys. This is a 14-12 pitch. That's what's nice. You can climb right up a 14-12 pitch. No problem at all. Right?
What's that?
14-12 pitch, you can climb right up it.
Yeah, it's like a ladder.
No scaffolding required. That's what I like about it. Come on, Biscuit! I need some wood up here. I need some damn wood. Come on. Some boards. You're holding up a good man up in here. Come on, boy. I need a 139 and I need a 123. Getting quite a pile of scrap. There's Grubby. Hunter, what you doing, bub? 123. There's a few that are 123. Those longer ones, they're 10-footers, a little over tons. And then we need you can take one of these 12s and rip it down to 139. That's That's where we're at. This is today, just day one of the purlins, actually. The three of us. Me and Colin up here and Jay Cutman. We should be able to get the rest of this done today. Get him up here, biscuit. Ooh. Thanks. Yeah, putting these purlins on right now. This back side of the roof here. That's what the back of the roof's looking like right now.
Pissing on stuff.
He's always pissing on stuff. That's what we're gonna be doing tomorrow, the back side. Okay guys, end of day report. This is where we're at. Got pretty much all our purlins on the front. And we did this little section here. But we got this whole back to do tomorrow, which is pretty huge. It goes, actually I'll move down here. Pretty sweet being able to walk on the roof on a 14-12 pitch. That's pretty big down there, guys. And it goes all the way around the corner, kind of behind that. It's as long as this roof. Can't really see it. And that's a big section right there. That's the new sunroom that we put on. Good aerial view. Big biscuit, getting shit done. Colin put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of metal on today. He helped us put the purlins on. And there's a dumpster full of shingles that we did. It took us 2 days to strip it. 2 days to strip it and put the ice and water guard on. And that's what we're up against here. Tomorrow we're gonna try to put more metal on the front and do the back. Get the back purlins done. I gotta go see the Amish. Get some more 1x4s. Hey guys, Bondo here. So we're traveling to the local Amish sawmill here to get some 1x4s. I like to use these Hemlock 1x4s. First of all, they're really strong. They're fully dimensional. And when we put those down, we get a nice 2-inch airspace going up through the roof assembly. So I like to use these. I've used, 3/4 inch planed ones before, but these Hemlock ones are a lot stronger when you're walking on them than a white pine, one you'd buy at Lowe's or whatever, or any of your box stores. I like these rough cut ones. They're green a lot of times when we get them, but they'll dry real quick with that root being in that roof. It won't take long at all, and out in the sun, those things will be dry real quick. So guys, if you're new to my channel, my name's Ron Bond. I have a company called Bondo Built Construction. Everybody calls me Bondo. What we're doing here is, like I said earlier, this is my own roof on my house, my personal house, and my buddy Colin is a standing seam metal roofer, and he's helping me out here putting this metal roof on my house. We did the garage and breezeway area a couple years ago. It's relatively expensive, this stuff. So, we did half of it, and then he's actually selling his equipment. So here's his machine right here. If you're interested in this machine, and this video is fairly new, get a hold of me because he wants to sell this. He built this enclosure around it. It's a really nice machine. This whole enclosure around the outside is a custom enclosure. Everything opens right up and everything. So, like I said, it's for sale. Get a hold of me. They're pretty expensive. But that's what we're doing here, guys. If you're new to my channel, like I said, my name's Bondo. I usually do a lot of concrete work, but we do a lot of other things here. Here we are roofing, but we do all kinds of concrete in the summertime. In the winter, we do a lot of house restoration stuff. I try to teach anything I can about fixing up houses or doing concrete. Check out my channel, and if you like it, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Share it on social media. I hope you get something out of this video. This is a real cool way to do a roof. It's going to drop the temperature in your house tremendously during the summer because it ventilates above the roof deck. So if your roof is ventilated from under into your attic space, you can vent it there, and you can vent it above the roof deck. So you'll never get ice damming because there's going to be a 2-inch airspace between your metal roof and your roof deck. So that's just going to constantly draw air up through there, and you're never going to get any moisture or anything in there. Like I said, any heat that's escaping from your house, if it's not insulated that good right along that pinch point along the eave line, that's going to have that hot air is just going to get pulled right up through the roof assembly to the top. So you'll never have icicles or ice damming. And I've already noticed a big difference in my house just when we ripped the asphalt off and started putting the metal on. So it's kind of a neat way to do it. We've done several roofs this way, guys. My buddy Colin, he's getting rid of this equipment. I wish he wasn't, because it's nice to have a buddy with this machine, because we could do these roofs. And all this trim that you see, guys, he custom made all this trim. So I'm not going to try to teach you how to do standing seam, because I'm not that good at it. I'm just helping out, putting the purlins and stuff down. But actually, Colin's the expert at it, and he made all this trim with he has a slitter and a brake, and he broke all this trim. Every single piece of trim you see on this roof, he made it, custom made. But you can buy this stuff, guys, and what I really wanted to show everybody is this ventilation system here, this screen vent right here. Now you can have this made at any local metal shop, bend this up for you. And this works really well to ventilate any kind of metal roof system, whether it be standing seam or corrugated metal. I would do the same system here. I would put the double purlins down, put your verticals, put your horizontals down, and this vent will draw a lot of air up through your roof assembly. And like I said before, it'll cool your house and everything. If you got any questions on this ventilation system, give me a shout. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to answer a lot of your questions on the standing seam part of it, because that's Colin's expertise, my buddy. I'm pretty much a concrete guy, but I can build. Obviously, we're putting these vertical straps down here now, guys. I'm just nailing them in. They land right on the studs underneath. The whole thing here, right here, I'm doing on top of, we're building a sunroom on the back of my house. So this area right here is actually my sunroom. And my son Jason, aka Big Biscuit, he's down below cutting all my boards here for me and handing them up. He doesn't like to be on the roof too much, but we got him up there a couple times. But we make our money on the ground, usually pouring concrete and stuff. But occasionally we got to jump up on a roof. So yeah, you put your verticals on here, guys. Easy peasy, nail them down right into your studs. Line them right up on your studs. If you got 16-inch centers or 2-foot centers, lay these verticals right on the studs. Try to nail down through your plywood into the studs so they hold good. Alright, guys, so here is the bottom of that vent. It's hanging over 3/4 of an inch, and then the top leg sticks up like another 3/4 at least. So what you end up with is 1.5 inches of ventable space in between each one of these purlins, because you got your 3/4 here and then your 3/4 at the end. So you got basically 1.5 inches of ventable space. So this is how that looks. And this hole here is your airspace. It's going to end up going right up the roof and drawing the air out of your house all the time. So that's our starter piece on the bottom. That's how that works. So we got all our vertical ones on. Now we're going to do our horizontal ones. Okay, guys, so here I am putting the horizontal strapping on over the verticals. Again, these are just rough cut 1-inch thick hemlock that the Amish sawed up. They're actual full dimension. they saw them out there. They'll end up being about 3/4 of an inch thick by the time they dry. So with the standing seam roof, we put these on 18-inch centers, guys. But I've done this exact same roof with corrugated metal because I like the way it vents. So I did one of my rental properties in corrugated metal, and I had Colin make me up some of that screen vent with his slitter and his brake. So, you know, you can't go buy that corrugated metal, hole punched metal trim. You got to have that made, but that really works well. I haven't found a good vent system for any of these roofs unless you have it made. They just don't make a good system that vents, in my opinion, that vents really well. I think, you know, this system works really well. It's not too hard to make if you got the equipment or to have made, but it works really well. I just wanted to show you how it's done. And if it's a corrugated roof, we usually put these horizontals on 2-foot centers, guys. But like I said, with the standing seam, we did 18-inch. Here we are. There's Jason, Colin, putting down some pans. Jay's putting clips on, screwing them down. I'm coming in, seaming it. We hand seam this whole roof, guys. That's how this particular panel is done. You hand seam it, which kind of squishes the seam right together, mashes it together with that hand seamer. There is other panels. You know, you standing seam guys obviously know it. There's a snap lock panel that you can get, and you know, we like this certain panel here. It's really nice. There's Colin there prepping the ends of the panels. Cuts a little slit out of it. I'll show you here in a little bit. I'll get closer with a video and video him doing it, but he just cuts the ends and folds the ends over, and that hem that he's making on the bottom slides up over it. Clamp on the bottom of it. Then we put a clamp on the top of it. And this thing here is your seamer. Here, hold that for a second. Take the steamer right at the top, push it down. Right at the edge. These little clips in. 2 screws in each clip.
Not good at screwing under pressure.
Everybody's watching your screw, Jay.
No!
You're doing so good before I videoed you.
I don't know why that one didn't want to go in.
Waiting on the big guy, the Big Biscuit.
Yeah, because I had to film you.
Waiting on Big Biscuit.
What you guys doing up there? He was slowing me down, had me filming and stuff instead of doing my job.
Excuses, excuses.
I'm not supposed to be waiting for you guys. We're giving you a break, Colin. Enjoy it. Not really a break up there.
Hold it together.
All those we can do.
What's that?
That's all those we can do for now.
saw that right in there?
Yeah.
Gonna cut right into here. Gonna cut a little curve, like you flash in a chimney. And tuck it right in there. Guys, do me a favor, if you like this video so far and you're getting something out of it, go ahead and smash that like button for me. And if you're not a subscriber yet, guys, check out my channel and do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. That would be helpful to me too. I got a lot of videos on there that that could help you out building stuff, concrete videos, stuff like that.
Any words of advice? Don't use board and batten.
Yeah, don't use board and batten. Oh, you know what? Good advice? Go on, take the money and run. Go on. You need what? You only need about a half inch. Don't try this at home, kids. Alright guys, here's where we tuck the leg of the metal right into the wood. That's where we cut that groove. And that just tucks right in there. This is how this top piece works. And that locks in there. There's a fold on this one. There's a fold at the bottom. It slides up into that channel right there. Everything lays on top of that head wall piece. That's how it works. It's got these little closures in here. This here, and it's got geocell like caulking on the top. Or actually, in here, there's geocell in here on the bottom. You put that on there. Then this is hemmed. That's hemmed right there to lock over top of that, so that won't leak. That's the starter piece. That's going to be our first piece up in the top. Is that an inch?
Yeah, for these.
1 inch?
For these, but
Oh,
these
for
are
these.
different than the.
Oh.
normal drip.
Why are those ones shorter?
It's just going into that cleat.
Oh.
And
Oh, if they're going in the drip edge, how long are they in the drip edge?
3/8.
Oh, inch and 3/8.
But on the cleat, if I make them long, they'll be all wavy and never get stuck.
Gotcha. Alright guys, so this is how that first piece goes in. That's that one. Then he just rolled that bend into that. So that tucks under this cable trim here. This here, flashing. It goes down through there. Tucks underneath this leg here. And then you crimp it after that. Got these crimpers. Over here, I'll try to do it one-handed, but you go down through here and you crimp it. You gotta kind of pre-crimp it a little bit. And then you go back and smash it down good. Fold it right over. That's how you do that. That's what it looks like. Looks a little blurry there. That's what it looks like. Let's close all up. And then this is the vent, guys, up here. This is how the vent works. You got this gap here. Air's gonna come out here. It's gonna be able to escape through here, right through this, and out. Nothing can get in there. It's all really small holes. Bees can't get in it or nothing. So this roof was double ventilated because I had it ventilated down in there. There's a space, so that's going to ventilate, and it's going to ventilate above the roof deck because of this grid that I made that pulls air from the bottom all the way up through in here. It pulls air all the way up through and comes out here, and then it's going to come out these vents. That's why this roof is so nice. It's going to cool my house down a ton. That's why I like the standing seam, one of the reasons. And that's why we put this grid on here. Helps a lot. Should cool the house down probably 15 degrees during the summer. That's a lot of heat out. When you're sitting here, you can feel the heat coming out of this right here. Especially when the sun was out yesterday. The heat was just pouring out of this hole right here. Okay guys, one thing I want to show you too is these little ratchets, or these little vice grips I mean. You want to clamp the top and bottom like that before you put these clips in, because if you don't, the pans will tend to like go that way. They'll tend to loosen up. There'll be a gap up here in between the two panels, and when you put the clips on, you'll actually grow. So you want to do that before you seam it. Put these ratchet straps on there. Yeah, ratchet straps. These vice grips on there, and then put your clips on, and then I'm going to seam it with the seamer. I already showed you how to do that, but that's just something I wanted to show you. Alright, this is the transition piece between the 1412 and the 412. Put these Z pieces in between each pan, contoured to the leg of this leg here, and contoured to that. This has a hem in it right here. It tucks up over this, and then you crimp it right in here. Crimp it with your crimping pliers. You crimp it right in there, all the way down through there. And then this piece gets screwed over that flashing. And that's what your stand here has a hem on the bottom of it. And it slides up over that. And that's what holds it on. And then you obviously you clip it up through. You put screw at the top in the middle to hold the pan. That's what we're doing here between the porch and the 1412. Colin's standing on a 1412 with nothing. Look at him go! He's got nothing. No scaffold. This is OSHA approved right here.
Oh yeah.
Do not try this at home, YouTubers. He's crimping the edge. Yeah, and this is definitely a 1412 pitch right here. As he crimps the edge with just his feet holding him. Are you part monkey, Colin?
Nope. Special shoes.
Special shoes, yeah. Special Merrill shoes.
It's actually sticking pretty good.
No kidding, dude. I don't know how the hell you're doing that.
I might not even fall.
Yeah, you might. Don't fall. We gotta finish this roof. We gotta finish this shit. Don't fall.
I mean, the worst that could happen if he does, he's just gonna land in the dumpster.
Yeah, you're gonna land in, well, there's glass in the dumpster, so that's not gonna be pleasant. We'll be picking glass out of them. That's awesome. Looking good. Jake's putting the vent on. That's done. That's what the front looks like.
And with it riveted on, there's really no way that it can pick up either.
Here's the vent.
Shitty pair of hand seamers.
That's how the vent works. And we're gonna rivet it on there. That's how much air is gonna come out of that thing. It's all ventilated. Then you got a leg under here that you smush down on each side. Take your hand crimpers and crimp that down. Jake's crimping that down now. Do you just do the edges of here?
I'll do the whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll do the whole thing. Unlike down there where we just did kind of on top of the leg,
Yep.
this I'll actually just do the whole thing.
Okay.
Because this is opened up. That down there is only opened up. You know, we close it down so it just slides on, whereas this is open so we can get over the vent.
Oh, okay.
So this
Especially
one,
this side.
This side you want to hand seam all the way across. This side, you don't really need to. You can just hit it in the, because we close this side down like we close that side down.
Okay. And he's gonna pop holes in it. Oh, that's sweet. I've never seen one of them before.
Aside from the fact that
nice
it
though.
weighs a ton
Yeah.
and it's
Oh, yeah.
bulky,
Put it in your pouch.
extremely bulky in your pouch, and it's not something you want to come out of your pouch.
Right. Oh no, you done the
Not
whole
something you
roof.
want to go and tumbling down the roof, huh?
So guys, here's what the roof turned out like. This is the front. It's really nice. Take you around the back here. Kind of sunny. This is the addition that we're putting on. Got this little transition here, which turned out really nice. And then how much of it you can see back here. All that, all the way across. And the top piece up above the bedroom there. The garage was already done. And we're still working on that addition. We got the windows and stuff. Doors and windows. There's the doors. Windows are inside there. That's how it turned out. See you on the next video, guys.